Hey, sorry for the quality of this video because I'm using the front camera on this phone right now, but it's your boy Warren, and I'm here to replace this clock spring. All right, this clock spring right here, I got it from FCP Euro for about $200 and something, lifetime warranty, and that's the reason why. But anyway, let me get talk about the symptoms I've been having. So now I'm working on 2014 BMW X550i. All right, so the first symptom I had was I lost my the lane switching thing, but we'll talk about that later because I'm gonna go through the things that it says on the computer right here. Right, so it happened. I lost the steering wheel vibrating motor thing first, so that was the first thing that went. The airbag was the second light that I got. Now I don't have no horns, none of this stuff works right here. None of this stuff. This don't work. That don't work. The blinkers work. The wipers work. So, you know, this is for anybody that's out there. You know, so I presume that the airbag don't work either. But it's for anybody out there that's dealing with these type of symptoms and everything. Also, the warnings that I got was these. All of them. This one. And that one. And this one. This was the first one that I got. I got this warning back like 2 years ago. When I got the car back from doing the engine swap, whatever. A brand new engine was put in this car. And they basically gave me back the vehicle with a bunch of unfixed problems that I had to fix myself. And I figured I spent too much time trying to diagnose this issue. I done bought new motors that went down here. I bought the little control piece that attached to the motor and stuff like that. None of that fixed the issue. And I thought about doing like swapping out the clock spring like even years ago, but I was like, I didn't want to do it. It did not fix the problem. So I was like, you know what? Let me just not do it just yet. But just like with any problem, if you're not sure exactly what it is, if you wait just a little bit, it will tell you exactly where it's coming from. Like you'll be more sure. All right. But let's just hit this button again, see what happens next. All right, so that's that. Also, so I went 9,181 miles, and I didn't do an oil change. And I'm running 0W30 BMW oil, like BMW brand oil. And this is how much oil it consumed since then. Hold on. Let's see. Vehicle info. Vehicle status. All right, so this is how much oil it consumed. All right, so we're gonna do the oil measurement. That's how much oil it consumed. 9,181 miles. I know that's pushing it. I've been pretty lazy. I'm sorry. But yeah, so it's time to do an oil change too. And I also gotta change the spark plugs because I got the car back at 147,000 miles, I believe, or 144, something like that. But I'm almost at 40,000 miles on the same spark plugs too. So I gotta change the spark plugs. All right. So also, I use 0W30 BMW brand oil. I did use the 5W40 liquid green Marley stuff, and I found that with this vehicle that it actually consumed oil. Like it literally, when it was time to do an oil change, it was at the minimum part, and I got kind of worried, whatever, and I didn't know like if it was like a bigger issue or not. So I switched back to 0W30 to see what happened, because that's actually what they recommend from the factory, the 0W30. So I was like, this 5W40 is something that people recommend later or something like that. But seeing that this doesn't burn oil in the with the 0W30, I'm gonna stick to that. And I'm just not gonna use that heavier weight oil because I believe that it was causing issues more than it was helping. But all right, so let me just go ahead and get this apart. First thing that I'm going to do is turn the car off and disconnect the batteries. All right, so the tool I use to get the airbag off is this type of tool. It's like a square at the end. You see? And it goes in here. This little hole down here. And you gotta like feel for the spring. but you're gonna put it in like pretty much at a straight angle that the hole goes through. And you're gonna feel around and you can feel the spring. You do it on this side, you do it on that side, on the other side too. And you're gonna basically, let me see if I can hold it. Put this through, you push this, once you feel the spring tension going back and forth, you're gonna pull that side of the airbag up. So basically, let's say I feel some tension, I'm gonna pull that up. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side, pull it up, and voila, the airbag comes off. All right, I'm gonna, let's see, can I get this off? I need something else. I'm gonna remove it, this clip from right here. So now I got more access. And let's see, I'm gonna remove this clip and this clip right here, and we should be good. Okay, so for me, this one just pulled out by gently wiggling. Remember, this is not a how-to, but I'm just gonna explain what I did. This one came out by gently wiggling. This one, I had to put a small flathead on the top of it, like on top right there, and kind of just gently lift it up so that this notch right here can get loosed from that little square thing, whatever, you know what I'm talking about, that locking hole or whatever. I think the steering wheel should come off now. I'm not too sure, but I'm hoping it does. I'm about to remove this with an impact. I don't know what size that is. What is that, like 17 maybe? We'll figure it out soon. All right, so it's actually a 16. Forget for the lighting, my battery is dying on the phone, so hopefully this gets it out. There we go. Let's just spin it out all the way. Yeah, see, there we go. Once the steering wheel comes off now, what do y'all think? Let's see, is it in? Okay. Let's see, will you come off? Boom. Steering wheel is off. Let's throw this up here. So now, I gotta take out this whole thing. This right here, I mean, this stuff right here should just clip off, like unclip somehow. So let me see, let me get back to you. Okay, so what I did was I just put the pry tool towards the edges right here when it was snapped together and it fell apart. Don't make the mistake I made of not extending the steering wheel before taking off the steering wheel and taking off the battery and stuff like that, because the steering wheel is so deep in there that this molding, whatever, is stuck in there somewhat, sort of, but I think I can reach everything I need to reach from here, hopefully. These, I'm pretty sure, are 7mm, but I couldn't find a 7mm and I didn't feel like looking for it, so what I got was a 932. So hopefully that'll work. I'll let you know. Matter of fact, it's funny because now I notice that screw there didn't have to come off, more than likely. Only 1 and 2 had to come off. I don't know which orientation this goes, but either way, only 2 of the screws got to get removed. Put that there. 2, 3, and 1 more. I'm guessing this pulls off. It does pull off. Now we got these clips, which I'm gonna remove. Let me take a look at this. How about this? Push down. All right, let me remove these 3 clips right here, and I will be back. All right, those 3 clips. Actually, I don't even think I need to remove those clips. What I need to do is look at this clock spring right here for a second and figure out how that fits in there. Okay, so you know what I'm gonna do? Actually, I'm gonna pull on this clip. All right, now I'm gonna pull on the clip down here. It's a clip under it. I'm not gonna take it out apart. It's a clip under it, right there. Give me one hand, y'all. Bang, pop right off. All right, now I got the new clock spring. Put this back where it belongs. All right, so now, so you don't gotta take none of that stuff off. What I'm going to do is go back and clip the back of them real quick. Make sure they're secure. I'll be right back. I was just seeing real quick. Alrighty, so I made sure those was clipped. So now to remove the old clock spring, I am going to pull on this tab right down here and pull it out. Here's the old one, and I think that this is what's messed up. It was making a lot of noise too. It was making like a crunching noise when I turned the wheel full out to the left or something like that. But here's the new one right here. Here we go, and I am going to plug this in the back real quick into this port right there. All right, I need 2 hands, so give me a minute. Forgive me, y'all. I don't know if y'all can see or not, but hopefully you can. So, just gonna line up the holes and stuff, and simple as that. Hopefully y'all see. All right, so that's connected. Just looking all around to make sure it's all good. All right, I'm gonna throw it back on there, like so. All right, see it's back on there. Bang. I was gonna put off this job for a while. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm sorry for interrupting. God, man, my mind's all over the place. I was gonna put out this job for a while, but I was like, let me just go ahead and get it out the way. You know. So yeah, I'm gonna add the 4 screws. I'm not gonna use the impact. I'm just gonna hand ratchet them back together because impacting plastics is not a good idea. They're on there, and what I did was I kind of went in the star pattern. I went 1, 2, 3, 4, or whatever star pattern you would like to choose. And you just want to make sure that 2 plastic ends meet. And you don't want to use the impact because you risk the chance of breaking the plastic there by over driving it in there. You just want to hand tighten it and make sure it doesn't move. All right. So now I'm going to take off this red piece. And I presume, I probably need a pick for this. Hold on. All right, so sorry, it wasn't recording. So what I did was basically, it was like this, right? Keep it from moving. Actually, it was like this. So you just pull up, and I kind of used, let me show you. Kind of went like this. Just pulled up on the edge. As soon as it was off, it just snapped off. So there we go, like that. Now the steering wheel is ready to be installed. Let's look at the back of this thing. I'm pretty sure it has to line up somehow, some way. All right, so now what you want to do to put the steering wheel back on is you want this notch to line up with that notch. See that little extra space in the groove right there? So you want those to line up. And I believe that's the sign right there. It's like a little notch right there. So you just want those to line up and you'll be good to go. All right, so update. Not only do you want these notches to line up, but you want this area right here with the right there to line up with this area on the steering wheel. See a little groove right there? So you might have to move it up, down, whatever, just to get it to where it needs to go to line up, but you want those to line up too. Okay, so I probably should have did this before I put the steering wheel on, but it's all right. I'm going to go ahead and snap these back together on both sides. It's pretty cut and dry, or whatever, but you know, be back. All right, so that wasn't hard at all. It's on there. It's on. Oh, it's not on there yet. Let me just see. Can I just with one hand? There we go. See, real easy. All right, now I'm looking for this right here. Boom. And I am going to, I got a light impact. Doesn't need to be the biggest impact in the world. Like, you don't got to do nothing too crazy. I got it off pretty easy. So it should get on pretty easy. Got it on there, put the 16 millimeter. See, it's like this. I got it's a little impact. Not, that should be good, right? All right. We're gonna put these back in here like so. See that? Make sure it just clips in. Boom. Boom. Right. What do we got now? This airbag. So we're gonna plug in the airbag, right? Like so. One hand, see that? Boom. You're gonna line it up so it's in there. And then you're gonna just push down really hard. Left, right, left. All right. Boom, boom. Now, I got this last piece of mold in here. Mine is broken. You know, but I don't really care. I'm just gonna make sure I don't break it more by making sure that the tabs line up. All right, so I think I'm going to connect the main battery first. Tighten it up. And we're going to do the secondary battery. All right. Cover this up. Okay, now the startup. I'm gonna get out the way just in case this airbag decides to deploy. All right, so we started up. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. We got this. Confirm. And that's the only one I got. So I'm gonna reset the airbag light. But I don't see any other things. You know what? I haven't had my lane assistance in a long time. And I'm so happy that error didn't come right back. Look, I got my lights. Normally, that would have been gone. So that's a good sign. Just gotta check the back and make sure I'm all clear to back up here. Move this out the way. All right, let's go for a little test drive. All right, so this happened. All this stuff happened. All this happened. Oh no. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can clear these lights. All right. And the steering wheel's man hard to turn. It was working at first. Don't know why it just stopped. All right, so I'm using the Foxwell tool right now. I cleared all the codes. Steering wheel's back, but I'm afraid it's that the same problem is gonna happen again. So I'll let y'all know. There was a bunch of codes in here, but I think it needs a software update, so I got to figure out how to do that. I do have ISTA on another computer, but I just hate pulling out all that stuff because it's just so much. I got to do some research to figure out if there's something I need to do to basically update the software, if I could do it, because I hope I could do it. If not, I guess I'll be putting this old part back on, and I hope I don't have to go that route. Okay, so I resetted the codes, and we're driving, we're moving. So I did was hit the reset button. Not sure why I did that, but it's scary because I don't want that to happen while I'm driving. So I'm going to take it slow. And I gotta do an alignment too with this. For some reason I was thinking I could just pop the steering wheel on straight. But that'll be in another video. Other videos I got coming up, I'm gonna do the spark plugs, the coils, the oil change, of course, because I'm pretty much due. The airbag light went away. I just did the reset basically. So let's just see. Okay, we're going. Those lights are still there. So all those problems that y'all seen definitely went away on the screen. And it was all caused by the clock spring. So the real test is if I get my lane warning back. Because I basically, I started like losing the lane warning like almost 2 years ago, right when I got the car back. The same day I got the car back from the engine being replaced is the same day that code popped up. And I was talking to them about that, and they basically gave me the runaround. You know, this is why I don't like mechanics working on my car. Even if I can afford the repair, or if I want to pay for the repair, I don't like doing it. If I send a mechanic to do a job, it's only because I just don't have that skill set. So swapping out the engine is not something I would do. I don't have the space or the skill set. If I had the space, I would definitely take a try at it, because I could just go at my own pace. But I'm hoping that this thing doesn't mess up down here. Hold on, y'all. If it does, I'm gonna need 2 hands. Let's see. Well, still going. Still going. Let's see what a lane. Let's see what worked. Oh yeah, no, other thing was my blindside assistance wasn't working. So basically when people come to like on the side of me, the lights on the corner wouldn't show up either, which I hated, like on the highway. But seems to be working. I just don't see the vibration. I feel the vibration from the steering wheel when you get too close to the lane. So now it's activated. That's new. Oh, yep, it's working. It's working. Here we go. I think we're good. All it took was the reset the codes. I'm going to keep both hands on the steering wheel right now. I'll get back to y'all in a little bit when I make it home. All right, y'all, so I made it back. I'm just gonna do a start to see. All right, turn it off. All right. The airbag light went away. All those messages don't appear no more. And I was able to correct the error with this Foxwell tool that was programmed for BMW. So it's a Foxwell NT710. I guess it could work for multiple cars. I just got it for the BMW. It could do generic tests on other cars too, but you can't do like programming and stuff like that. It does a limited amount of things. I also have the ISTA, and the what's that thing called? The icon, whatever that box is with the yellow cable. I have one of those too, but I hate pulling that out because that's like inconvenient. But this is something I keep in the car just in case. I didn't need to reset the codes or whatever. It works good. So we good. Bad cock spring. It's causing all those issues.